Health and safety inspections by the Labor Program help to ensure that federally regulated workplaces comply with the Canada Labor Code and the Canada Occupational Health and Safety Regulations. Inspections are conducted regularly or in response to specific issues and help prevent incidents, injuries, and illnesses. Through a critical examination of the workplace, inspections help to identify and record actual and potential hazards posed by buildings, equipment, the environment, processes, and practices. Record any hazards requiring immediate attention. Determine whether existing hazard controls are adequate and operational, and recommend corrective action. Health and safety inspections are a critical component of good accident and occupational disease prevention. Occupational health and safety inspections are essential to ensure that workplaces comply with the Canada Labor Code and the Canada Occupational Health and Safety Regulations. As an employer, you must follow the regulations. It's vital to understand the inspection process, your rights, and responsibilities when health and safety officers visit your workplace to conduct a health and safety inspection. Let's start. Health and safety officers may enter any workplace at any reasonable time to conduct an inspection that will help to identify and record hazards for corrective action. Upon arrival, the officers will explain the reason for the inspection. The officers will also request that a Health and Safety Committee member or representative be present, and the inspection will begin immediately. During the inspection of the workstations, the officer may ask for the employer's general policy concerning the health and safety of employees at work. As of January 1, 2021, Workplace Harassment and Violence Prevention Policy. Committee minutes, if the employer has a health and safety committee. First aid certificates. Forklift operator licenses. And previous inspection records. Under the Canada Labor Code and its regulations, employers also have administrative duties. Employers are obligated to provide Part 2 of the Canada Labor Code and the Canada Occupational Health and Safety Regulations, the names, workplace telephone numbers, and work locations of the Health and Safety Committee members or representatives. Contact information for the person responsible for internal air quality, as well as the policies requested at the beginning of the inspection. All this information must be accessible, posted on the company safety board, available electronically and print upon request. Labor Program health and safety officers enforce the Canada Labor Code by conducting inspections and investigations. After a health and safety inspection, the officer will debrief the employer and/or the Health and Safety Committee member or representative present during the inspection. A report will be issued to the employer containing the findings of the inspection. The most common violations of federal occupational health and safety provisions are related to emergency exits, fire extinguishers, expiration date for eye wash stations, contact information for first aid attendants at first aid stations, expiration of first aid and supply items, availability of material safety data sheets, loading docks, combustibles stored incorrectly, electrical room accessibility. Officers follow a compliance policy to ensure fair and consistent application of code in all workplaces. This policy includes a range of tools whose use depends on the seriousness of the violation and the cooperation of the workplace. If there is a violation, the assurance of voluntary compliance is typically the first level of enforcement. The assurance of voluntary compliance is the employer's or employee's written commitment to a labor program health and safety officer to corrective action. It is also written confirmation of compliance to the health and safety officer by a specific date. If the officer observes something that could or might be a hazard to an employee, the officer can issue a direction. A follow-up inspection is conducted within approximately 3 months to ensure that the employer has rectified the contraventions. If a severe contravention occurs or failing to comply with a corrective action resulting from a direction, the company can face an administrative monetary penalty or prosecution. For more information on compliance policy, visit canada.ca.